Welcome back. We're talking about infertility in women. We'll get to the men some other time. You can call in and ask your questions concerning the topic. The number to call is 0808 054 2233. That's 0808 054 2233. And you can also tweet at me at CTV_Mary A. You were about to take us through treatment options for women who are said to be infertile. This is a woman who has tried to have a baby for 6 months to a year, depending on her age. And what are some of the treatment options?
The woman should seek care from a highly skilled personnel. That's very important. You meet your gynecologist or your reproductive medicine specialist, who would be able to do a thorough history and physical examination. That's where the person will start. Takes a good history of what you've done in the past, where you are today. And they will ask you different questions on your menstruation and then intercourse. Because, you know, some people will say they have infertility and you find out that maybe they live apart with their husband. That might just be the cause. Or they are not meeting at the appropriate time in their cycle. So all those questions will be detailed in the history. And then your doctor might offer what we call a transvaginal or transabdominal scan, looking at the uterine structures. And that could be able to show us any abnormalities like uterine fibroids, which are in the uterus, or any ovarian disorders like ovarian cyst, or if there is any issue with your tubes. The doctor will be able to ascertain that using the transvaginal ultrasound scan. Another thing the doctor will ask for is that they're going to ask for your blood works, doing your hormone profile.
Let me just cut into that for a minute. There's a call coming in. Hello. Hello? Michael, can you hear us? I think we lost Michael, so go on.
Okay, I was going to say about blood work, which is usually done between the 2nd to 5th day of your menstruation.
Did we checking for estrogen?
Exactly, checking your blood, and then you can also offer you a day 21 progesterone to ensure that you actually ovulate. Then the doctor can also ask for your HSG, which is the hysterosalpingogram, to check for tubal patency, to make sure that the tubes are open, because as I told you, we need a healthy tubes that will transport both the sperm and the egg for
back
fertilization. Exactly, fertilization to happen.
Let's take that call coming in. Hello. Hello. Michael, are you with us? Well, maybe okay. Michael will get to us sometime. Just keep trying. Go ahead.
Then other tests we can ask the woman to do is tests that will entail other systemic infections or systemic diseases, like people that have pelvic inflammatory disease as well. You can, from scan, you can pick it up that, okay, this woman has had a chronic pelvic inflammation through sexually transmitted infection, which is a big cause of infertility.
Does that
in
mean
our
that
nation.
If a woman has treatment for some of these conditions, like the pelvic inflammatory disease, then she's free, she's home free, she can have a baby?
If the treatment was in at the appropriate time, because most of these pelvic inflammatory diseases are asymptomatic. You might be carrying the infection like gonorrhea, chlamydia, and you will not know that you are carrying this infection until they cause the damage that they've done.
Okay.
Then another investigation that is very, very important is the male. We need to do the semen parameters for the man because it's very key. You need the man and the woman to achieve conception.
Baby, definitely.
Yeah. So the man, the sperm parameters, looking at the sperm concentration. A sperm concentration that is normal should be above 20 million.
Let's see if we can take that call now. Hello. Hello? Okay. Hello? I think we lost that call. We lost that call. Well, go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so semen parameter.
Okay. Hello, Michael. Sorry about that. What's your question, Michael? I'm afraid we lost Michael. He's really been trying hard. I'm really eager to hear his contribution, but let's go on anyway.
Yeah, I said that semen concentration should at least be 20 million and above for you to achieve conception. And then the motility should be about 50%. And then using strict criteria, the morphology, normality of those sperm should be about 5%.
Okay, so it's not just the motility as in the speed, it's also the shape.
Exactly. If you have more of abnormal sperms, you're unlikely to have conception because of what we call about DNA damage.
I'm sure we'll treat that more extensively in male infertility. But what are the success rates of these interventions? For example, a woman has maybe lost one tube and then she lost the other. Can she still get pregnant by assisted reproductive technology?
Oh my God, yeah, that's the job of the assisted reproductive technology. Because of these needy couples, this assisted technology is now in the growing trend. A lot of research has been put into this, and we find out that you can actually watch an embryo from egg to sperm, and you watch them in the lab until it grows to a full human being. It's amazing what we can do in the lab. Today, women that have fallopian tubal blockage, if we look at maybe the cost burden, the cost might be the burden to these women. But aside the cause, you seek help and you will find it.
What about women who are having problems with implantation?
Yes, implantation is a complex issue as well, because you can do everything, aspirate the eggs, good quality egg, good quality sperm, and yet it's not attaching to the womb. Why? Because there are several factors, there are several complexes that need to interplay for a woman to have a proper implantation.
Before we go to those factors, let's try once again to get the call in. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good to hear you, Nkem. What's your question?
Okay, I have a friend who has not yet completed, and he is 29 right now. She has done several tests. She has gone to the hospital, but we don't know what the problem is.
Okay.
She's
29, hasn't had a baby, but I'm sure you have a lot more questions to ask about the friend who has not had a baby at 29.
Yeah, I think I heard she's done everything and nothing seems to have. There is unexplained infertility. Unexplained infertility is another type of infertility which is common. But in that unexplained infertility, a center that does not have the gadgets or the technology to help them, another center that has that gadget might be able to help these women termed unexplained infertility. In an unexplained infertility, a woman has done her full evaluation and you don't seem to hold anything responsible that accounts for the cause of this infertility. But there are other assisted way of helping these women get to their conception.
Do we do some of these?
So they should not stay back at home.
Do we do some of these newfangled techniques I hear about abroad, about surrogate mothers, about, you know, they get the egg and the sperm, put them together, and maybe the mother can't carry it, so someone else carries it for them?
Surrogacy, yeah, it's quite common. But you know, our people, they like to keep things at the lowest key. Nobody wants to talk about it.
That's right.
But a lot of people have used surrogates to achieve their babies.
And it's still your baby anyway,
exactly.
Because it's your egg.
And your sperm.
Exactly. Now, there's this thing that people talk about. They say that if you adopt a baby, it's more likely for you to have yours. Is that true, and why?
I don't know about that. Well, maybe. I've heard about when you adopt a baby, they start looking like you. And I think I've seen that happen. Well, I don't know about... If you have a problem... Exactly.
Thank you so much, Dr. KK, for coming on the program. Thank you. We appreciate it very much. And thanks also, viewers, for being there. Thank you, Nkem. You got through. And Michael, maybe some other time, but thank you anyway. Have a great day. I'm Mary Alale Yusuf.